Hi everyone, you're welcome to my Professor Note. This is Bhupen Sharma, and in this video we are learning about the structuralism. So what is structuralism? Structuralism is a theory, and theories are applied in order to understand the concepts. So structuralism say, if you want to understand a concept by applying the structural theory, you have to take into consideration every single aspect which is related to it and has played a role in shaping it up. For example, me. Now, structuralism does not have self-reference. It does not create any self-reference. If you say you want to know me, what will I say? I am is me. There is no self-reference. It has the outside reference. The meaning lies outside the sign. I am here as a sign, right? And you want to understand me. How? By taking into consideration all those aspects which are related to me. So you will start looking at the things like where I am from, what is my religion, what is my caste, what is my social status. So structuralism uncovers the patterns, the structures, the social structures, the culture system, which has given me identity, which has shaped me up. For example, you want to apply this structural analysis to the John Donne poetry Good Morrow. You will not merely do the close reading of the text, but you will also take into consideration all those things which are related to it. Its genre, its concept, which is the courtly love, rather than only the text, but other things which are also the part of it. Your literature. Your literature in itself, it is not complete. It is made of different elements like your poetry, your drama, your novel, your prose, your short story. When all of these elements come together, then your literature is built. Now you have your poetry. Poetry also have a structure. Poetry is complete when it has all the elements like your word, your phrase, your meter, your rhythm. So when all these elements come together, then you have poetry. I want to give you here an architectural example in order to ingrain this topic in your mind forever. So we have it here. This is the structure. These are the bricks. This is the wood. This is our door. These are the iron rods. This is a pillar, concrete, right? These are the different elements that we have used here, right? These are the constituent parts which has created the whole, and they are subservient. They are of the lower order, lower rank from this bigger one which they has created, which is the house, a complete structure, right? And these elements, your bricks, rod, concrete, that we have used to build this house do not have the same meaning outside that they have inside. A brick lying here, a rod is here, wooden piece is here, concrete is here. They do not make any sense. They make sense when they are building something together, right? When different elements coming together and building a whole structure, right? That is what your structuralism is. We have arranged them in a certain manner. One of the example that I always give in the language that I'll be giving you when we will discuss the Ferdinand de Saussure, which is now we are coming to its origin now. I hope the funda of structuralism is clear to you now. Structuralism is bringing together the different elements which has built a complete structure by arranging these elements in a certain order. That is what structuralism is. So how this theory of structuralism came into existence? The theory of structuralism was in its inchoate form, means it was half developed when your Ferdinand de Saussure came with his theory of the structural linguistics. Structural linguistics. Structural linguistics. Structural linguistics. This structural linguistics we found in his work called the Course in General Linguistics, 1916. These are the notes which were compiled together by his students, and then this book was it was published posthumously, right? These notes were taken from his lecture that he has given once in the Geneva University. I think there was also a question this time, right? In this session in June, UGC NET exam 2023, you had this question that in which university he has given the lectures on linguistics, right? So here he propounded this theory of the structural linguistics, what it means. He is the first one who started to do the structural study of the language rather than doing its diachronic study, which is doing the study of the historical context of the language. You pay attention to its historical aspect, that how the language was originated, but he focused himself on its structure, on its structural study, which is the synchronic study, at present time, not in the historical context, which is the diachronic study of the language. He did not pay attention to the history but to the structure of the language at this moment in time, right? So this is what he did, and that's how your structuralism came into existence. Okay, the main concept that you have to note down here, which has built the foundation of the structuralism, is the sign. What? The sign. Now, sign has two aspects. One is a signifier, another one is the signified. This sign can be text, this sign can be human, this sign can be a word. For example, this sign word is dog. The word sound, the sound that it creates, the moment you say dog, it is a sound. This is a signifier. The sound of the word is a signifier. But the picture, the concept, the meaning that you get out of this word is called the signified. But there comes a moment when this signified also becomes a signifier, right? What is a dog? Dog, a four-legged animal who is barking. Four-legged animal. Then it also becomes a signifier. Then you want to know what is a four-legged animal. And then it creates a one more signifier. And it is a never-ending chain of the sign that keeps going on. And it is called as the unlimited semiosis by the Charles Sanders Peirce. He is the American philosopher and one of the semiotician. He is also known as the father of the semiotic theory. He and Ferdinand de Saussure, they both are credited with the semiotic theory, the study of sign, right? And both of them have studied the signs in their own way. He studies sign in this way. The sign has two aspects. One is a signifier, the sound that you create, right? That is a signifier, and the meaning out of this sound that you get is a signified, the concept that comes to your mind. When I say iron, what pictures come to your mind, right? The press or the rod, right? So it is unstable. The language is unstable. It does not have the stability, and the connection between dog and the picture of the four-legged animal who is barking is arbitrary. Means there is no logic between the sound that I'm creating and the picture which is coming to your mind. There is no a logical reason behind this, that why you are having the certain picture, that why is dog is connected with the with this animal which has a 4 legs and it is barking. So there is no clue for that. It is just anything happening on the basis of the convention, because over the period of time in society we keep calling that one particular thing with a name, and it gets attached to it forever, right? So this is how it happens. Okay, beside this, Ferdinand de Saussure has given the one more concept, which is called the Langue and Parole. Langue and Parole. Now, Langue is the structure. Parole is the utterance that you hear, that you see. For example, your parole is Ram went to school. That is your parole, that you can see, that you can hear. And your Langue is the structure which lies underneath this parole, that you cannot see. It is hidden. What is it? It is the subject, verb, conjunction plus object. This is something we cannot see, but this is always the same. Structure is always the same, and it is followed in a similar way everywhere. But this parole, this utterance can be different, right? We can say same thing in different manner, but the structure is always same, and it cannot be seen because it is the hidden part of the language. It is the structure of it. What we see is the parole, the sound, what we say. So this is your Langue, the grammatical structure of the sentence, and parole is the utterance that we hear and speak and listen. That is the another concept by which is given by the Ferdinand de Saussure. All right. Now we have one of the theory which is germinated out of the structural linguistics or the structuralism, that is called the structural narratology. Now, who are the propounder of it? These are the Russian formalists mainly, who are seen as the propounder, or who has espoused or adapted this theory of the structural narratology. What they say, that the meaning of the story, the meaning of the literature lies in its overall structure, in its Langue, not in its specific theme, which is the parole. So in order to understand something, we have to pay attention to the grammatical structure of the story, not to its theme, because every single story has different theme, but what they have similar in them is the language, the structure. This is something which is being followed by all the stories, right? So structure is something which is the universal, which connects everything, right? So this is what they pay attention to in their structural narratology. Now, after this, I want to tell you something. There we have multiple writers or theorists which are related to the structuralism that we will be covering one by one. But here I want to give you some of the ideas that structuralism we have seen in relation to the linguistics here. By we have discussed the Ferdinand de Saussure. The second is it is also applied in the anthropology by the Claude Lévi-Strauss. It is also applied in the literary criticism. Here we will discuss the Roland Barthes. Right? So these are the two main theorists that we will be discussing. So after Roland Barthes, we have here the semiotician Charles Sanders Peirce. Right? He has made distinction between the three concepts that he has propounded here, which is your icon, index, and the symbol. Right? So we will be discussing three of these theorists in upcoming video in a detailed manner, as they are very important from an exam perspective, because the main point and the main purpose of these videos is to make you qualify a JRF. Right? So we will be covering all of these concepts, the whole syllabus of UGC Net English Literature in a crisp and clear manner, in a detailed manner, so all the concepts get ingrained in your mind. I hope you liked the video. If you really liked it, so leave the thumbs up, comment, share it with more and more people, and do refer to our mentorship program and the complete preparation roadmap in order to crack your NET JRF in a very first go. Thanks for watching. This is Bhupesh Sharma signing off.